this is the condition given there. What is the condition given? First para, last sentence below the balance sheet. Statutory reserves are no more continuation. If they are need to be continued, then they are transferable to new company by giving a separate entry in the new company. But here they are particularly stated that statutory reserves need not be continuation. When there is no need of continuation, they are transferable to equity shareholders account along with statutory reserves. Then this is workman compensation fund, dividend equalization fund, proposed dividend. They are the amounts belongs to
reserve and surplus.
Equity shareholders. Reserves and surplus.
Yes, sir.
The equity shareholders. Okay. So then along with the capital. Okay. Preference capital is recorded in which account?
Preference share cap.
Preference shareholders.
Preference shareholders.
Equity capital passes to equity shareholders.
Equity shareholders.
This is the preliminary preview of the balance sheet. Okay. First of all, at the time of study of the balance sheet itself, you have to decide which are the contents passes to. Means they are passes to either to the realization account or equity shareholders account majoritarily, except preference capital. Only the preference capital is credited to the preference shareholders. Okay. So after getting the glance of, now comes to the adjustment, because the calculation of purchase consideration completely depends upon your adjustments. Okay. So what are the adjustments given there? Go through the adjustments given.
No.
What are the adjustments given there?
All
All the assets are acquired at book value except debtor and
copyrights.
All assets are acquired, means purchased. All assets are purchased at book value except debtors and copyrights. Debtors are collected at 5% discount and copyrights are sold for 60,000.
60,000.
Indicates that what are all the saleable assets are there in the balance sheet. All the liabilities are to be taken over by the purchasing company, but out of that group, only the two assets are not taken over by the purchasing company. They are the debtors and copyrights. The debtors and copyrights are realized by the vendor company directly for certain value. Okay. So then they are not informed any information about the outside liabilities. Now we have to assume whether the outside liabilities are to be taken over by the purchasing company or not taken by the purchasing company. What is our assumption?
Taken over, sir.
Taken.
Purchasing company, all assets are taken.
Keep in mind, whenever not taken over is not given, then we have to assume that all the assets and liabilities are taken over by the purchasing company. Example, take up in respect of the assets, they are stated that debtors and copyrights will be not taken. Means if they are not taken, if the two items assets are not taken over, we have to assume that the remaining all assets are taken over by the purchasing company. Not only in this problem, throughout this chapter, keep in mind, whenever the information about the assets or liabilities not taken over by the purchasing company is not given, then we have to assume that all assets are taken over. Not taken over means it is taken over. Okay. So now, by observing the additional information, especially which method of purchase consideration is applicable? Either net asset method is applicable. Okay. So by applying the net asset method, start your calculation of purchase consideration. Step number 1, that is calculation of, like this simple questions will be given in your examination. Even what the components we are given in the balance sheet, no, that much of information, that much of assets liabilities will not be given in the examination. Okay. So first step is calculation of purchase consideration. So which method is applicable here? Net asset method is applicable. Okay. So now applying the net asset method. What is the decent net asset method?
Assets minus liabilities.
Very good. That is TC is equal to assets minus liabilities. Assets minus liabilities. Okay. Here assets in the sense market value of assets taken over by the purchasing company. Liabilities in the sense market value of outside the liabilities taken over by the purchasing company. Okay. So now put the statement. That is, what is the body of the statement? particulars, then rupees. So first of all, we have to take up that is market value of assets taken over by the purchasing company. Market value of assets taken over by the purchasing company. So which are the assets taken over the purchasing company? Make a list in the inner column. That is it land and building?
Yes, sir.
Land and building. What is the value of land and building?
5 lakh.
5 lakhs. Then after land and building, the next is plant and machinery.
Plant and machinery.
Plant and machinery. So value of plant and machinery is 2 lakhs.
2 lakh.
After plant and machinery, the next is furniture and fittings. Furniture and fittings valued at given value is 2 lakhs. So after furniture and fitting, the next is debtors. So sorry, debtors are not taken over now. Therefore, debtors are to be excluded. Here we are going to collect the purchase price. Therefore, what are the assets purchased by the purchasing company? They have to be listed here. Now, debtors are excluded because not taken over by the purchasing company. And then cash. In respect of cash, they're not stated whether it is taken or not. Therefore, we are going to assume that cash is taken over by the purchasing company. Okay. So then after cash is prepaid expenses. Prepaid expenses.
Trademarks.
What is the value of prepaid expenses? This is 10,000.
10,000.
10,000. So after prepaid expenses, next is
Trademarks.
Trademark.
copyrights are there. So as per the given information, copyrights are not taken over. Therefore, the copyrights, then trademarks. Value of trademarks is 80,000.
80,000.
So after trademarks, the next is goodwill is there. So goodwill valued at rupees 25,000. So they are the list of assets. Remaining all are fictitious assets that will be credited, that will be debited to the equity shareholders. So total is over. Get the total of assets, that is
10,55,000.
total value of assets taken over by the purchasing company. How much it is, ma?
10,55,000.
5,000.
10,55,000. From this one, as usual, that is less the market value of outside liabilities taken over by the purchasing company. So which are the liabilities here taken over? They are not given any information regarding the taking over of the liabilities. Therefore, we have to assume that all the outside liabilities are taken over by the purchasing company. On that basis, first one is the 5% debentures. 5% debentures. What is the value of 5% debentures?
2 lakh.
2 lakhs. 2 lakhs. Then after debentures, development is sundry creditors and workman SB account. Creditors, sundry creditors amounted to 1 lakh.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Lakh. Like is there after sundry creditors, next is
Workman SB
account. Workman SB account. Workman SB account is just 20,000 rupees.
20,000.
Workman SB account 20,000. After Workman SB account, the next is
Provision for tax.
Provision for tax. Provision for tax amounted to
12,000.
12,000. So after this one, the next one is provision for tax, mortgage loan. Mortgage loan, that is rupees 50,000. So they are the outside liabilities. Here in this case, keep in mind, especially in this problem, the statutory reserves are transferred to equity holders because of no continuation. Keep in mind, if there is a continuation, they have to be recorded in the realization account. If not, it is not there. So then that is the total value of outside which taken over by the purchasing company. Total value of that is outside liabilities taken over by the purchasing company. Okay, so what is the total here?
3,82,000.
3,82,000. See the total, sir. Correctly? Is it correct? Then as per this one, that is purchase consideration, that is as per your law, that is A minus L. That is market value of assets minus market value of liabilities.
6,73,000.
6 lakhs.
73,000.
73,000 the purchase consideration. Step number 1 is over. Okay. Check up the totals once again. Over. So next, what is the next step? That is
Discharge of PC.
Discharge of purchase consideration. In this problem, it is compulsory. When the statement of discharge of PC is to be shown?
When it is a net asset method.
When it is net asset method. See here, especially in this problem, we are followed net asset method in the calculation of purchase consideration. Hence why discharge statement is compulsory. Okay. So see the adjustments. Any information given regarding the modes of discharge, that is the sources in which the amount is payable, is it given?
No, sir.
No. If not given, what is our assumption?
It is paid in cash.
Sorry. Payment, compulsory payment is in the equity shares, not in cash. Therefore, whenever the modes or sources of payment is not given, as per law, we have to assume the total purchase consideration is paid only in the form of equity shares. Or see here, modes of discharge is not given. Okay, so therefore it is assumed that the whole amount of PC is paid off in equity shares only. Equity shares only. Okay. If it is the case, here we have to find out number of shares, how many it will come. That is number of shares in discharge. How many number of shares they have to be given. What is the total amount of purchase consideration here?
6,73,000.
6,73,000.
73,000.
Then what is the value per share? We have to assume. Either we have to assume as rupees 10 or 20, how many? Like that.
Sir, face value.
Face value is not given. The face value of shares in the purchasing company, because this amount is to be payable by the purchasing company. We want to know the face value per share in the purchasing company. Whether the purchasing company share face value is given there.
No, sir.
No. If not given, we have to assume that the face value per share in the purchasing company is equal to face value of shares in the vendor company. Okay. So that is therefore here the face value is equal to, what is the face value per equity share in the vendor company?
10.
Rupees 10. For that one, see the balance sheet. Rupees 10. Okay. 10 per share. So assuming this one, the total number of shares will come here. That is total number of shares to be given by the purchasing company is equal to, what is the total amount? 6,73,000 is the total amount payable, divided by, what is the face value per share here? 10 in the sense it
10.
67,300 shares will come there. 67,700 shares. 300 shares will come there in total. Okay. Again, how many groups of shareholders are there in the vendor company?
2.
2 types are there.
2, sir.
That
Yes,
is,
sir.
equity shares are there, preference shares are there.
Preference.
Therefore, the 6,73,000 is the total purchase consideration payable to both equity shareholders and preference shareholders. So then we have to make a sharing here. Sharing of purchase consideration to preference shareholders and equity shareholders. Okay. To make a sharing, which ratio we have to apply? Already we have applied this technique in one of the earlier problem.
Yes, sir.
Which ratio we have to apply?
Capital.
Very good. That is
Capital.
capital ratio we have to apply. Capital ratio we have to apply. So what is the capital ratio here?
2:5.
4:5, sir.
4:5, sir.
See
4:5, sir.
Why you are going to get 30? Why you are going to get 30? What is the amount of preference capital there?
4 lakh.
4 lakhs,
So
sir.
equity capital is
5 lakhs.
So
5 lakhs.
therefore, capital ratio is equal to 4:5.
5.
That is 4 lakhs in terms of full amount. 4 lakhs is to 4 lakhs is to 5 lakhs.
5 lakhs.
It is simply, that is 4:5 is the ratio. So therefore here PC to preference shareholders is equal to, how many are the total shares payable by them? Even it is possible, that is the total purchase consideration may be directly divided, or that will be converted into number of shares also. Both are same.
67,300.
That is 67,300.
300.
That is 4 divided by 9
9.
is equal to
29,911.
29,911.
911 na 911
Yes, sir.
shares. It is in terms of then amount is equal to 21,911 into
29,911.
per 21,911 no, that is the number of shares
29,911, sir.
is it okay 29,911 na, then here
Sir.
29,911 into 10 is equal to, that is 2,99,110
99,110.
is the amount. Okay, that is amount of purchase consideration. Even if you see the total purchase consideration 6,73,000, if it is divided in this 4:5 ratio, then also you are going to get 2,99,110 only. Okay, then that is PC to equity shareholders. PC to equity shareholders. It is equal to same, that is this total shares, that is 67,300 shares are to be divided by those people in the 5/9 ratio. 5/9.
Or 37,389.
37,389.
89.
This is shares, not rupees. Okay, for this one we need to convert into amount, that is amount for this number of shares is equal to 37,389 into 10 rupees is equal to
73,890.
is equal to rupees 3 lakhs 73,890. 890. Now see the total of these two, but the amount available to two groups of shareholders is equal to 6,73,000 ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಎರಡು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ
6,73,000.
ಅಷ್ಟು ಬರಬೇಕು, ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಇಬ್ರಿಗೂ ಭಾಗ
Yes, sir.
ಅಷ್ಟು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಬಂದಿರಬೇಕು. Total sharing rupees. That shall be equivalent to your total PC amount, that is 6,73,000 per week. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So like that, before the commencement of either your ledgers or journals, whatever it may be, to clear the workings wherever it is necessary. Okay, so 3 workings we are taking it. Next, can it is possible to calculate the profit or loss on sale of shares in this case? If
No, sir. No, sir.
in the earlier 2 problems, we are added one more working, that is calculation of number of shares sold and the profit or loss on sale of those shares.
No,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Here in this problem, that working is not necessary. Your conclusion is correct. Why it is? Why it is not necessary? Tell me.
Because ನಾವು ಫೇಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಗನ್ನೇ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರಿ ಸರ್, ಅದು ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೀಮಿಯಂ ಆಗ್ಲಿ.
That is not the point. That is not the point. They are not stated the sale of shares by the vendor company. Like in the last problem, 1/4, 1/5 shares received in the PC is sold for rupees for a discount. Like that, some information may be given, was given there, but that sale of shares by the vendor company is not stated here. So therefore, sale of shares topic does not arise in this problem. Okay, na? So all the workings, 100% workings, we are done in Paka. After the completion of required workings, now you can go for the solution. That is, first of all, we have to see in the books of vendor company. In the books of vendor company. in the books of vendor company, what we need to do? ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತೆ? See last sentence. Prepare ledger accounts and pass necessary closing entry.
Necessary closing end.
Ledger accounts comes in the vendor company only. Ledgers are not applicable to purchasing company. In the books of purchasing company, the accounting procedure involves only passing of incorporation, that is opening entries and balance sheet. Okay, so opening entries and balance sheet will not come in the vendor company. In the vendor company, just we are going to pass the journal entries, that is closing entries, or we are going to prepare the ledgers, that's all. Balance sheet does not come there because balance sheet is nothing but a statement of assets and liabilities. When the vendor company sold its all assets and liabilities, no assets and liabilities to present in the balance sheet. Therefore, balance sheet is not applicable. The accounting procedure in the vendor company is passing of closing. Vendor company is going to close, purchasing company is going to open. So therefore, closing entries and closing ledger accounts in the books of vendor company. So you are directed to prepare the ledger accounts. So in the books of vendor company, the first step is
Realization of
preparation of NECSSR, necessary ledger accounts. Preparation of necessary ledger accounts is the first one. Okay, so now tell me the list of ledgers which are to be prepared in the books of vendor company.
realization account,
Realization account, then
purchasing company account,
purchasing company account, then
Shares in purchasing company.
shares in
so
purchasing company
here
account.
purchase consideration is given only in the form of shares. Therefore, shares in purchase
Sure.
only one account is enough. Next.
Equity shareholders
Equity
account.
shareholders
No,
account.
sorry. Before equity shareholders, here preference shareholders are there. You have to prepare the preference shareholders account and
Sir.
finally equity shareholders account.
Equity
So
shareholders.
the number of real ledger equities: one is realization account, second one is
Purchasing company account.
third one is equity
Sharing in purchasing company.
equity shares in purchasing company account, fourth one is preference shareholders account,
Preference
and
shareholders.
finally
Equity shareholders.
equity shareholders
Equity
account.
shareholders.
Here preparation of cash account is not necessary because in our working the cash transactions are not arised. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so then open the realization account. The first one is realization account.